Okay, it's finished here. Dorking Wanderers lost 1-0 against Hornchurch. Marc, it's frustrating at the moment, the kind of inconsistency, isn't it? A win away at Bath and then defensively pretty resolute here and get caught like that with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a bizarre game because as the game grew on, Hornchurch had done what they're renowned for, really. They dug really deep, and I was really impressed with their work rate and tenacity. I thought it was a bizarre game because for as much as you thought, right, hold on, second half, first 15 minutes, I thought they was running all over us. But bizarrely, we've had all the chances in the game.
Yeah.
You know, and when you look at the chances we've had, Brent hits the bar, one off the line, Charlie hits a post in the first 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. We've actually, I think they've had 2 shots. Two shots really. Yeah. Pretty much, maybe 3. We had all the chances. But yeah, as the game grew on, I think, you know, we saw the sort of the wear and tear on some of the players that have played all of these minutes. Mm-hmm. But equally, the opposition have had players that have played a lot of minutes. Yep. But we have to say what we see, and you know, we are struggling. We haven't. You know, we need to get a few players back. Yeah. We've got players playing out of position. Uh-huh. Obviously tonight we had Alfie suffering with illness, Charlie suffering with illness, etc., etc. So yeah, it's a puzzling one, mate. This is one of those games where I congratulate Darryl because he's always the first to congratulate. We've had a good time against Darryl's teams, to be honest, and he's the first to say well done. So I want to say well done to him and all the Hornchurch fans. Yeah, it's a bizarre one. It's one of those you might wake up in the morning and think, yeah, was it as limited as it looked? Mm-hmm. Because across the 90, we have created an awful lot of chances. Yep. We really have. But bizarrely, we conceded. Look, I took a gamble, went to a 3. That's on me. 31 minutes to go. I could see our legs going in midfield. We had an extra man at the back, and it was a case of, right, do we just accept we might be getting a bit run over here, make like-for-like changes, stay in a back 4, and that's what I should have done? Or do we just go to a back 3, enable us to get Alfie on? I'd have took Jace off any other day of the week and stayed in the same shape, but I didn't want to because of their dead balls, and he was winning all the first contacts. So we gambled. I knew what the risks that came with that. And it was really just one turnover and a little breakaway, and they scored, and we really limited those breakaways in the game. It was only when we let them on our back line. So that is ultimately as the manager, that is my fault. I had the option to almost sit in, and we limited them all game and take the point and hope we grew into the second half, or I tried to influence it, but that didn't work. And I thought we had a lot of boys that had ran their race on 60, 65. I thought Dan Gallagher was brilliant. Yeah. He was our best player. Yeah. He was about to get sent off.
Yeah.
Didn't really want to take him off. Yeah. He was about to get sent off. I don't think we're as good as we need to be. I think we've got an awful lot of work to do. We've lost 3 games out of 7. That's definitely not the going rate. That's really not. We're not where we want to be, mate, by our standards. And we need to just work hard, really, to be frank, James, and also get some players back on the pitch. It is hard missing the likes of George Frankham, Niall McManus, Louis Annesley. You know, boys are doing this tonight. So we were very fragmented, but it's always us, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It is always us. I went to Chelmsford last night. Angelo's got a bench of, 7, 9 top quality players. Tonight, Darryl's got a bench 7 top quality players.
On someone, the scorers.
Yeah, mate. He's got a great team, great squad. Yeah. It can't always be us, and it is. So we have to sort of lick our wounds on that and try and, you know what I mean? So that is where we are, mate. Not pleasing. Brilliant support. Thanks for all the guys standing behind the dugout. We're going to have to lick our wounds. This Hornchurch team, looking at the league, looking at the strength and depth they've got, if they can keep fit, they've got a brilliant pitch now.
Yep.
I think they're going to be a top 5 side. I don't think they'll be outside of that. Mm-hmm. And with a fair wind, could be even better than that. Mm-hmm. I think Daryl's done a great job with the continuity and the signings he's added. A lot of National League players in there. We need to make no mistake, right? Yeah. This is a great team Daryl signed. And we outplayed them, first 15, 20 minutes, we were brilliant. Yeah. But didn't get a goal, for our sort of efforts. And we created some gilt-edged chances. Don't take your chances. Yeah. Get punished.
How have the players come through that tonight? Obviously, Harrison took a bit of a whack, I think, at the end of the first half, didn't he? How's he and everybody else, really? And not just injuries-wise, but just kind of how are they all feeling in there at the moment, and the mentality of the squad at the moment, and sort of picking up and obviously seeing that, that there's some illness and a bit low, or are they generally okay?
Well, they've had to play a lot of games, and we've had no changes.
Yep.
So boys haven't had a rest. I mean, we've not been able to make changes during the game. Nothing at all. Is that okay? Yeah. Nothing at all. We've really struggled. And yeah, they're tired. They are tired. But it sounds. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But it is a fact. They are knackered.
Yep.
We've had limited changes for 3 games. I thought Bath done really well against us and started to run over us. Mm-hmm. I think Hornchurch second half started to run over us without being dangerous. I'd just like to say it as it is, as you know. We could have stayed in the same shape. We could have probably weathered the storm. Yep. And then hopefully grew into the half. We could have made like-for-like changes. Probably another day of the week you would. But in my head I was thinking we're 7 games in. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to get Alfie on without taking Jason off. I knew it was a gamble. And then they've scored on one of only 2-3 shots they've had. Mm-hmm. But I have to say, their work rate and endeavour was terrific. Yeah. Really, really credit them for that. And that is their DNA at Hornchurch. That is how they work. You've got to match it.
Mm-hmm. Tottenham at home on Saturday, and then there's that week between that and then the FA Cup game now, which is confirmed against Wingate and Finchley. So you're probably looking forward to having that without a game on a Tuesday or a Monday, and trying to get some of those boys back, I'd imagine, after this Saturday.
Yeah, when you get to this game every year, you want to win it because you think, right, if I can win this league game going into a sort of 2-week league break, get boys back. We've just got so much work to do. Mm-hmm. We don't know our best team. We haven't got boys at the levels of fitness we want. We don't have changes in every area. We don't have 8s. We don't have wingers. Yeah. We don't have a left centre back. We are short of players, right? So it's a bit like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. So that 2 weeks will help us. I didn't know it was Wingate.
Yeah, they won tonight against Carshalton. Yeah.
Cool. I think we'd prefer that, to be honest with you. So yeah. We've got a lot of work to do, and we will do that work. Yep. We will massively work hard. I'm just looking at sort of like, if I compare that game to 2-3 years ago, they're going to be one of the top sides. Away from home, it always takes a lot of winning. You need to win these games 1-0, 2-1. I don't remember us ever going away from home beating people 3-4-0 ever. Mm-hmm. It was always 1-0, 2-2, 3-2s, Chelmsford 3-1, It was always close and you had to dog it out. Mm-hmm. We just did not have the players to dog that game out. Jason had run his race. Denon had run his race. Jimmy had run his race. Charlie had been ill, run his race. Dan was on a booking. Vincent's on a booking, and we just had players all over the place that had run the race, and we didn't have, fit enough like-for-like changes, and that was the issue at Bath as well. So we need players back. We need to work hard to get ready for Saturday. We need to win our home games. We need to improve our performances as well. We've got to improve our performances.
Does that concern you, especially in those forward areas? Because obviously Alfie's illness and you're saying there Jason's run his race. Realistically, they're the main 2 centre forwards that we have, aren't they, at the club at the moment?
Yeah, they're both scoring goals. I mean, You know, every time we score, it's normally one of those. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those. Jason's 36. He's 36 years old, and he's playing back-to-back 90s, Saturday, Tuesday. He's played a lot of games. We don't need him to play every game now. We've worked on a lot of formations without him, and we'll see those soon. But we're having to sort of adjust things. We don't have certain players in certain areas. It's really frustrating at the moment. It's not a level playing field in terms of where we want to be, because we don't have enough bodies, and we're tired. But we do need to look at why. So look, it's an honest critique. You could argue this one many different ways, but what I know is, across the 90, we've actually created all the good chances. We really have, and we really did limit Hornchurch. So probably frustrated that we changed shape. Probably should have stayed with where we were, but we've not got where we have with being boring, and we tried to get something out of the game by. We didn't want to sit on that 0-0, and we was getting run over a bit, so we probably should have stuck rather than twist, but that's football.
Okay, thank you, Mark, as
Cheers
always,
to the
for
fans.
the honesty.
Cheers to the fans.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll see a load of people down on Saturday at Meadowbank for the visit
day,
of Tottenham.
International Day, that's where it is,
Excellent, thanks, Mark.
Cheers,
have a
mate.
good few days and see you on Saturday.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, chaps.